everyone, welcome to Short Talk Sunday. It's K.Short here, but I'm just letting you all know that I may not advertise, but I'll always be here every week. I already told you I'm dedicated to the journey, and if posting every week is what's gonna work, then I'm more than willing to do that. Beside any of that, today I'm talking about a little bit of a lot. There's a lot of lessons that has come with my most recent decision, and my most recent decision was to leave my job. The reason why I decided to leave this job, it wasn't a tough decision because, like I've always been saying, we have to follow our heart. And I know for myself, it's very difficult for me to follow my heart. There's just so much logic in my head and so much training and so much, we've been taught so much to like use our brain and not to use this. And so a lot of times I'm like, okay, I know in my heart I should do this. This is what I need to do. It's a good feeling. I should follow it, right? Wait a second. Wait, are you sure that's right? And I'm sure I'm not the only one that goes through this battle between our hearts and our head. Number one, I was just like, I was not feeling it every day. I woke up and I was like, oh, I have to go to work. So am I the only person that when their alarm goes off, you just get this like heart-wrenching feeling like, ugh, like I cannot believe I'm doing this. Like it's in your heart. It's like, no, like you shouldn't be doing this. And it's just, that's a feeling, and that's something that I shouldn't have to do and something I shouldn't be feeling. And if that's something that I am, that's something that I need to pay attention to. And I know it's only 2 months in, and that may look bad amongst other employers, but it's like I really don't care. I really appreciate them giving me the opportunity to work for them and get that experience underneath my belt at such short notice because I didn't have a job coming to Phoenix. That number one rule, if you're moving, make sure you have some sort of employment before you get there. Number one rule, okay? I'm telling you, this is great practice for when I moved to LA. Once I made the decision to leave this job, these are the things that went through my head, okay? So number one, don't leave an opportunity until the next opportunity arises. Don't leave one opportunity until you get the next opportunity. Number two, put a pros and cons list when we are in a difficult situation. And my pros and cons list, they're pretty even, and of course by view you have the cons list more than the pros list. But then once I got done with the pros and cons list, I went back to my values. What are my values? Affirmation, influence, change and variety, intellectual stimulation, knowledge, wisdom, things like that. And a big one was community. The restaurant I worked at had a lot of community because I got to see people. I'm telling you, this one restaurant, I saw people from elementary school, middle school, high school, college, old bosses, old colleagues. Like I saw people, I saw old crushes. There's a lot of people that go to this restaurant, and that is the number one thing. I was like, I don't want to leave this place because I get to reunite with people I haven't seen in a while, and I feel that sense of community because I know it's the only one in Phoenix. But it's like, yes, there's that one value that correlates with this job, but what about these values? And so whenever I come to a tough decision, pros and cons list, and looking at our values, what's important to us. Number two is to not burn any bridges. Trust me, being in that situation and the working conditions I was under, it was very difficult. And I could have left bitter, and I could have left angry, and I could have talked a lot of crap, but what good would I have done? Instead, I wrote a mini short note letter-ish and just told him, thank you for the opportunity. I really appreciate it. I learned a lot. So not burning any bridges. And leading into that is, if we're only going to come by once, maybe once in our lives, if we're ever going to come by this way when the air conditioner comes on, give me a second. All right. Yes, I'm still wearing my pajamas, okay? Just work with me here. Don't judge me. I'm still at home. I'm making videos at home. I'm allowed to do work in my pajamas, okay? Okay. Anyways, if we're only gonna come by whatever way once, then make it a good one. Just how we talked about last time with, if we're gonna be only a memory one day, make it a good memory. And I would like to say that's what I did at that restaurant. Lastly, the biggest lesson I learned, and the reason why I decided to look for a new job in such a short amount of time, if it doesn't serve us, if it doesn't challenge us, if it doesn't make us grow, and it doesn't make us happy, then we needed to leave. And that was the number one reason why I left. And I know this is so simple as to just like a temporary job where you're just going from job to job, but think about it in the greater scheme of our life. If it doesn't make us happy or serve us or challenges us or make us grow in a relationship, in a lifestyle, in a friendship, in anything, in a job, in anything, then we need a dip. We need to go. And so that's the biggest lesson I could give all of you is, if we're not happy in the situation that we're in right now, to really analyze it, make a pros and cons list, see what's the good and what's the bad of it, look at our values and to see what's important to us, because yeah, pros and cons lists could look good from afar, but when we go to our values and start talking to our heart, then it's gonna be like, okay, well, here's the answer. And don't burn any bridges, because I could have just dipped, I could have left, I'd be like, I quit, and kind of could have did this whole movie scene thing, but I wasn't gonna do that. That would have made me look ridiculous, immature, and disrespectful. So if it doesn't make us happy, leave. And that's what I did. And so to sum up this whole short talks and the many lessons I learned in this one decision, if it doesn't make us happy, leave. If it doesn't serve us, if it doesn't challenge us, if it doesn't make us grow into a better person, don't burn any bridges, because it'll come to bite us in the butt, and we never know if we might have to go that way again for some odd reason. Number 3, make a pros and cons list. And once you make that pros and cons list, go to your values, ask yourself what's really important to you, and then make a decision based off of that. Don't leave an opportunity until you have the next opportunity. And don't ever think that we're too good for any other job, okay? I think a lot of us feel entitled to a lot of things, and a lot of us just think, oh, I'm too good for that. Well, we're not. You gotta do what you gotta do. And if you only go this way once, make it a good one. So those are my lessons. That's a lot of lessons in one decision. My name's K.Short. Welcome to Short Talk Sunday. And I really hope you enjoy this video. There's gonna be more videos coming up. I have officially decided that my channel is going to be a little bit more cooler or something like that. So welcome to Short Talk Sunday. I really appreciate you all being here. I hope you learned something tonight, and I will see you all next Sunday. Like I said, if I don't advertise, I will definitely still be here next Sunday. So thank you all for joining me tonight, and tune in next Sunday. Have a great day. Bye.